Hey everybody, I'm East Coast Pete. What do you guys think of animals as leaders? Excuse me. An American instrumental prog/metal band from Washington, D.C. 2 guitars and a drummer. Matt Garska, Javier Reyes, and Tassin Abbasi. They're not just guitarists. This is Buckethead level guitarists. And he's not just a drummer, you know. The name was inspired by a novel by Dan Quinn named Ishmael, which is about anthropocentrism, which is the belief that human beings are the most important entity in the universe, and there may be something to this until we know otherwise. Abbasi recorded animals as leaders, playing the guitar and bass tracks himself with drums and synth effects. And the album was released by Prosthetic Records. Friends were added and the trio toured. The trio were well known as DC as part of the D-Gent scene. And what is that, you may ask? D-Gent is a subgenre of prog metal. The typical sound is high-gain, distorted, palm-muted, low-pitched guitar. Sound with the Swedish band Meshuggah is the original D-Gent sound. The scene developed online with bedroom musicians. Other D-Gent bands are Sixth, Mnemonic, Tesseract, and Textures. Characterized as rhythmic with technical complexity and polyphonic groove, syncopation, polymeters, and virtuoso soloing. The Animals opened for Thrice in 2012. Matt Garska replaced Naveen Copperweiss on drums. 2009, Animals as leaders. Here's some of their pieces. It's hard to call them songs. 1. Tempting Time. I'm glad for the melodic breaks. 2. Saranya. This is a colorful video. It's really cool. Entropic. 3. Thoroughly at Home. This stuff's so out there I can hardly review it. 4. Omen Pulse. But when I listen to it, it makes me want to at least try. 5. Tessitura. This is thoughtful, like good classical music makes you thoughtful. Puts stuff in your imagination, adding to it. 6. Behaving Badly. This is not jazz, but it's certainly like jazz. 7. The Price of Everything and the Value of Nothing. 8. CAFO. This is the new background music for the 21st century. Now, let me see if I can find us another video. That one was over way too soon. Here we go. How about that? Boop. Loading.
I'm Nick Harcourt, and we're here with Tosin, Matt, and Javier from...
Oh, he's going to talk, huh?
We're talking about the last song.
We don't need to talk. Just need to listen. Right. 9. Inamorata. This is genius. 10. Point to Point. It picks up where electronic music stops. 12. Song of Solomon. So, it is a must listen. can't stress that enough. You must listen to the Song of Solomon. And you should listen to it more than once. Your mind awaits. 2011, the Weightless album. It's an instrumental. No surprise there. 1. An infinite regression. Metal meets melody. 2. Odessa. Impossible or non-time signatures. Like if John McLaughlin did a metal album. 3. Seminarium. More of the same. 4. Earth Departure. It's got an impossible bass line. Ditto drum line. 5. Isolated Incidents. It's got acoustic guitars. 3 of them in the intro, and then it's just pure jazz. 6. Do not go gently. I will try not to. We'll see what happens though. 7. New Eden. Very pleasant instrumental. 8. Cylindrical C. 8-string guitar, 8-string bass guitar, and 8 cymbals. What more can you ask for? 9. Espera. Very much jazz. 10. To lead you to an overwhelming question. This is heavy metal jazz. What could the question be? I think that has to do with your imagination. So, listen to it and ask yourself that question. 11. Weightless. Light jazz. 12. David. That's like a reprise. Is this a concept album? I don't know how it can or can't be. No lyrics, so. 2014, The Joy of Motion. Cascade heavy metal without the growls, without the grind, without the gore, without the usual trappings. We just want to play heavy. But we have no statement. It's just music. Lippincott video is zingy. Air chrysalis, a cocoon of air. Tooth and claw, heavy math metal and jazz. In 2016, The Madness of Many. This is arithmophobia, ectogenesis, cognitive contortions. This album has more synthesizer, by the way. Private visions of the world, transcendence. Sometimes they try a little too hard to be intellectual, perhaps. And the glass bridge, and the brain dance. There's even some flamenco. Thanks for being with me. Get out and listen to animals as leaders.